What's up, y'all? Welcome to the On the Come Up podcast, where creative entrepreneurs share their come up journeys that turn their passions into success. I'm your host, Kimberly, so let's get started. What is up, guys? Happy New Year. Today we are here with Bella.
Hi.
Bella is a freelance model. So I actually met Bella, I want to say, well, I don't know if we officially met, but
Yeah, we did.
okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
It was like, well, now almost, we're in a new year. So now,
It's
I
been
want
like
to say,
4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah. So Bella's no stranger. Bella, tell us about, so you're a freelance model?
Yes.
Okay.
I am.
So what is a freelance model for those who don't actually know what that is?
Yeah. So basically, I am my own manager. And so I find all my own jobs. And then, when you're with an agent, they take a portion out of what you're making. So I have nobody taking a portion out of what I'm making because I'm the one finding the jobs. So yeah, I've been doing that for quite a while.
So how long have you been modeling?
I've been modeling since I was like 11. So like 10 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So what made you decide okay, I want to find my own work?
Yeah, so I was with Klutz for a while when I was younger, and then I signed with Dragonfly for a little bit. And when I was younger, I was kind of in a weird spot because I never looked like a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I always looked way older than I was, but I wasn't an adult. And so I had a hard time finding jobs because I couldn't really book the kid jobs, but then I couldn't also book the adult jobs because I wasn't an adult.
Oh, okay.
And so then I kind of just started doing my own thing and was more successful doing that.
So how do you find your own work, essentially?
Yeah, so a lot of it is just through connections, from friend of a friend or just people that I know. Or I have a lot of my work through Instagram, so people will DM me and reach out to me through Instagram as well.
Okay, and then you just send them your rates from there?
Yes, I send them my rates. I don't really like to work with people that I don't know somebody that's worked with them, just because it can be scary, freelance modeling. So you have to be safe. So I definitely try to work with somebody, at least I have a friend of a friend. I know somebody and talk to them. Hey, what was your experience? Or if I don't know them, haven't met them, I'll always shoot them a, hey, is it cool if I bring my dad with me? Because if they're like, yeah, then I'm like, okay, then we're safe, But if they're like, no, then I'm like, okay, great, not gonna shoot with you, because safety is so important.
Right. I know. I wish I would have known that starting before everything, just jumping into it. I had taken every opportunity that came my way without even realizing this could potentially be,
Totally
not safe.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I always recommend just bringing somebody with you, whoever that is, a friend, a boyfriend, a parent, anybody, just for safety reasons, because you just never know.
Right. Yeah. I tend to go off and go by myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm just I don't know if anyone's gonna
right. No, I get
sit
that.
here and watch me.
Right. Not everybody has the ability to do that, for sure.
Right.
But at least for the first time, I think, because
for the first time,
after you're okay, this is legit, we're good, but you never know. It's a scary world out there.
I know, especially now.
Yeah.
But what drew you to modeling? Was there a specific moment when you knew this was the path for you?
I don't know if there was a specific moment. Just through the years, I just love it. It's kind of always come super naturally to me. And I've just met super, super cool people throughout the years doing it. So I think that's really solidified just the enjoyment of it.
When you said you started modeling when you were 11.
Yeah.
So was it something that you told your parents you wanted to do, or was it something that your mom put you in? Yeah,
no, it was just something we had a lot of people telling my mom you should put her in modeling. And we kind of just me and my mom talked about it, and we're maybe we should try and see how it is. So we decided to just give it a try and see, and I really enjoyed it.
Is there a specific person that you look up to as far as modeling industry?
Definitely Kendall Jenner
or
Gigi Hadid. They're amazing. Love them. Yeah.
What's something you learned about yourself through your modeling journey?
I would say it's definitely given me a lot of confidence, and just kind of given me the ability to try new things and meet new people, because since a super young age I was going to these events and putting myself out there, and I think it really helped me just to be more brave and like just be able to like go and talk to anybody. So it's definitely helped with like my people skills, I guess. And like public speaking and stuff like that too.
So in the beginning, was your mom always with you, or did you have somebody?
Yeah, my mom was always with me. Yeah, pretty much my mom. My mom was kind of like my momager at first, but it was never a thing like she forced me to do. Like it was always something I wanted to do, but she just kind of helped me do it.
So she just always like tagged along with you.
Yeah. And so even like now, like still when there's like shoots, I'll bring my mom. Because it's just kind of always been like our thing.
That's actually kind of cute though.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't always if it's like somebody that I've worked with before and stuff, but I do definitely if it's like a first time thing or like, yeah.
Is freelance modeling something that you particularly do full time?
Yes, as of right now, that's kind of like my main thing I'm doing. But I think I'm going to try and find a nanny job too, because I love kids and just kind of been wanting to do something like that. Yeah.
So with every job that you have, do you get compensated for it, or do you only accept compensated jobs?
For the most part, yeah. It depends. Like I'll do some like collaborations just for like Instagram, like to build just like for fun posts and content. I'm like super creative, and so I sometimes get super bored with because like a lot of my paid work is like commercial work or like boutique work. And so for me that can get really like repetitive and like not as exciting. And so I do need my like creative outlet. So I do plan like just fun creative shoots too, just to kind of get that like creative side
for yourself.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, mainly just for fun. Yeah.
How do the boutiques like find you?
Yeah, so I'm trying to remember this one boutique I've worked for a long time, so I can't even honestly remember how they found me. But just like through friend of a friend, or like yeah, I think it was just like through like friends that I had that like were like recommended me, or through Instagram or something like that. I'm not totally sure the ones I work for currently how they found me. But yeah.
Just basically through social media.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Networking.
Yes.
Can you share a pivotal moment in your career that shaped where you are today?
Yeah, I was thinking about this question. Pivotal moment. I don't know if there was like a really specific moment. I think it's just been like throughout the years, like it's definitely been like a building process of just like meeting people and kind of finding my way. I would say like the coolest thing that I've done was I was like in Forbes, so that was exciting. So I'd say that's probably one of like the bigger moments.
Forbes? Oh
yeah, like one of my photos, like there was a brand I worked for that was in Forbes, and so like my picture was in Forbes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
So it was like their magazine?
I think it was like a new business Forbes article. Yeah, it was like for new businesses or something like that. And so they had put them in it, and like I had shot with them, so they put like our photo in it. Yeah,
oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
it was
so
cool. Yeah.
Do you have like a cool moment? Like I know Instagram kind of is like your portfolio, right? Like as far as modeling, but do you have like a book, like a portfolio book?
I do. Yeah. I have a book, and then I have like comp cards and stuff too. Yeah.
Okay, so you regularly keep up with your digitals and stuff?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So people, if y'all don't know what digitals are, they're like how would you explain like digitals?
I would say an all black tight outfit, or like sometimes you can wear like a skinny denim jean, but very minimal makeup. The whole point is for like agents or anybody that's trying to work with you to see what you look like, just kind of like real raw you. So it's like very simple, very little posing, just like very basic image of you. Yeah.
What would you say like your favorite kind of photo shoot is?
Just something where I can be super creative and I can kind of just like do my own thing and have fun. Like those are definitely the ones where I enjoy the most.
Do you usually like do your own makeup, or
it depends, but for a lot of them I do. Yeah.
Okay, so do you like to get creative like with your makeup?
So for like the more creative shoots I'll have a makeup artist because I'm not the best. I like to I'll do simple makeup, but I like for them to get creative with my makeup.
Yeah. What's your favorite like behind the scenes moment?
It's kind of a hard question. I'm trying to think. I don't know, just like hanging out with my friends. I've made some really great friends modeling, so just like spending time with them and just like having fun, and being like silly. I love to like dance when I'm modeling.
Yeah.
So I'd say those are like my favorite for sure. Yeah.
So as far as like posing, you just like move your body, so you're just dancing, and that's how they capture the picture?
No, I mean, no, I like pose. I don't know. I kind of just have always like kind of known how to pose. I don't know. And then I just like to like sometimes like dance to get myself like ready.
Oh, okay. That's how you like
Yeah.
prepare.
Sometimes those are for like shoots where it's like I know the people and they're like my friends. Like I don't do that for like a professional shoot.
Oh, okay.
I'm not over there in the corner just dancing.
That's funny. So as we step into the new year, what are your goals for 2025?
Yeah, just like to continue building like my work and just like connecting with cool people and getting cool jobs. I really enjoy it, and so I don't ever want it to become something that feels like I hate it, you know, because it's kind of like a thing I do for passion. And so I just always want to like enjoy it. So I guess that would be my goal in 2025. Just new jobs, new connections, and just continue to enjoy it, what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that because sometimes it gets
totally. Yeah, I guess I just don't want it to feel like super like a job.
Right.
Which it is, but
it's still like fun, and
yes,
you try to make it fun.
Totally. Yeah.
Throughout your modeling journey, was there any like challenges you faced?
Yeah, I've had a lot of health struggles. And so that's definitely been some times where like I couldn't model because of that. And so that's been like the main struggle for sure.
So how did you overcome like these like your struggles like mentally?
Yeah. So I'm really close with God, and so I'm a big Christian, and so that's definitely like the only way I made it out. Just like being really close and growing that relationship is the only way I have survived for sure. Yeah.
So you just continue to pray?
Yeah. And I have like really good community of people that are also like believers, and so just their support has been like so crazy and so amazing, because I did spend like most of this last summer in the hospital, so that can get really rough mentally. So it's been really great just to have like just really good friends to like pour into me. Yeah.
So when like, did you ever think at a point where like, am I gonna be able to model still?
Yeah. For a while, I actually couldn't eat anything. I had a condition with my stomach where I couldn't eat. And so I had a PICC line in. And so if you don't know what a PICC line is, it's basically like a big IV that's connected to your heart. And then I also had a feeding tube. And so because of that, like I couldn't model for a while. And I didn't know how long. Like luckily those conditions were fixed and I'm good. But through that, I was definitely not sure if I would be able to model again just because I had medical tubes, and so I couldn't. Right. Yeah. So
you just, throughout that time, you basically just kept your faith in God and
yeah, definitely.
And he pulled you through?
For sure. He did. He pulled me through. There was lots of times where like I do not know how I made it out alive. But he definitely pulled me through it. Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad that you're feeling better.
Yes, me too. Yeah, it was a struggling season, but it's definitely like made me who I am today. So I'm in a weird way kind of like grateful for the struggles, because I don't think I'd be like half the person without it, if that makes any sense.
Right. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. That's so probably close to home, you know, because, you know, you just went through that this past year. So being able to like reflect on that and
totally
be here today and step in front of the camera and be like, okay, like I'm doing this again, like, you know.
Yeah. And there was also, I mean, I guess this is still kind of an unknown. Most of the work I do, I don't think it's going to be an issue, but I do have a lot of scars on my stomach now I had lots of surgeries this past summer. So that's a question too. Like right now, I mean, I don't see it becoming an issue because a lot of the work I do, I mean, they don't see my stomach anyway. But with like an agency, that might be an issue, you know, like they might not want to sign me because of that, you know?
Right. So how do you like I know people suffer with imposter syndrome, or what would you tell someone like struggling with body image, you know, because you have like a scar on your stomach now, so it's like, well, this person might not want to book me or whatever. Like, how would you tell someone like it doesn't matter, you know, because
right.
you're still like enough.
Totally. Yeah, you are so still enough. And I think like whatever's meant for you will come. And so if these scars close the door for modeling for me, then like I'm gonna walk out, you know, and like then that's just not where I'm meant to be doing anymore. But it can be hard, you know, because I even like it's not bikini season yet, but I'm sure when I get into bikini, like it's not just one scar, my whole stomach is like there's lots of them. So I'm sure it will be hard, you know, and just kind of really realizing that like also social media is fake. And like what you see on social media is a highlight reel, you know. So like even if you look at my social media, like you're not going to see all the crazy horrible things that I've been through in the last year. You're going to see the modeling jobs and the happy moments and the good things, but that's not reality. And like when you work with photographers, they edit, you know, so like they could totally just edit out my stomach scars and you wouldn't see them and I would look like I have no scars. And so I think just for anybody like struggling with that imposter syndrome, just realize social media is like not real, you know, like there are parts of it that's real totally, but also there's Photoshop and there's makeup and there's editing and there's so many things that people use. So don't like destroy yourself over that, because a lot of that isn't reality. You know, everyone has imperfections and there's nobody that's perfect.
Right. That's the same thing with like tattoos. Well, I got tattoos like a lot when I was young.
Yeah.
And so like now that I'm way older, I'm like, why did I get these? So like I kind of like, I feel like sometimes those kind of stop me in the way of booking a job.
Right.
But I'm just like, if there's a will, there's a way. Like you said, totally. Makeup, like there's makeup that will cover tattoos. Right. So like if somebody actually wanted to cover that up,
yes, they can.
In post, like they could.
Right. So, and they can edit it out totally. Right. So if somebody really wants to use you, they will.
And then also some photographers will show the scars, like, you know, and that's okay too.
Right. Yeah, totally. So how has that been for you with like the tattoos? Has that been like a big struggle to find jobs with that, or
well, like especially when I do my auditions for my acting, it's like they ask if you have any tattoos, and then I have like one on my wrist, right, so that's the one where if I'm doing anything with my hands, my arms, they can see it, right? So I do tell them I have a tattoo, and so I don't know if that stops, like I don't hear if whether you get the job or not, you know, when it comes to acting, so
they're not gonna like tell you the reason.
Right. So sometimes I think to myself, is that the reason? Like, could have that been the reason? You know, because some people don't want to cover it. Some people don't want to go through that trouble, but some people are willing to. Totally. And so I'm just like, dang, maybe I should. I got these when I was in my early 20s. So I was like, I wasn't modeling then, you know, and I didn't know that's what I was going to do. Right. Or act or be in front of the camera where these tattoos can potentially, you know, like. Yeah. Kind of not harm me, but, you know, not.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they have things you can get to cover it up if that does ever become like an issue. But like you said, they're not going to tell you, hey, I didn't hire you because of this.
Right. And so sometimes I wish, like I'm in between. Sometimes I wish why I didn't get the job. And sometimes I don't want to know, but. Yeah, I mean, it's a hit or miss. Don't want to know. It's a hit or miss when it comes to rejection, but
I mean, also like for a lot of the jobs, they have like a certain kind of person in mind that they need, and so it's not even like anything personal against you. You're just like not what they need, like the type of person they need. It doesn't mean like you're not pretty or you're not good at what you do. It's just like not what they were looking for. So that's also something to think about for sure. Yeah,
but it's just knowing like, okay, I'm enough. So what's for me will, like I have on my phone, like what's for me will like find me, you know, what's for me will not pass me. Yeah. So it's like, okay, well, this job wasn't for me, then I'll get an even better one.
Totally. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. So do you have any advice for women or men that want to be, I mean, you know, men too, that want to be aspiring models that are aspiring?
Yeah. I would just say you definitely need to grow some thick skin for sure, because there's a lot of rejection. And so I guess just getting comfortable with rejection and not taking it personally is a big thing. Also, like I said earlier, be safe. I think for men, it's probably less of an issue than women. But if you are a woman going into the industry, like be safe and protect yourself. And then I'm trying to think, just, I don't know, have fun with it and enjoy it. And, yeah, I don't know. I guess just kind of decide what you are and aren't okay with, because, you know, there are some jobs that they may kind of like push the bounds of like what you're okay with. So definitely, like, for me, it's important like to have set, like, this is what I'm gonna do, this is not what I'm gonna do. So yeah.
Cool. And do you have any upcoming projects for the year? I know we just started.
I know, the year just started. I don't know if I have anything super crazy coming up. I'm trying to think. I don't have anything super crazy, just kind of my normal shoots that I do, but nothing super crazy coming up. But hopefully big things will come.
Yeah.
I just did a shoot for 7-Eleven, so that was super cool.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
So, but that will come out this year.
That will come out this year. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
so big project coming out. Yeah.
Yeah. That's always fun. It's like, oh yeah, I did that at the ending of last year. Like I did a Smoothie King shoot.
Oh my gosh.
In December.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I haven't seen it yet, so it's gonna come out. I'm assuming this month.
Yeah.
You know?
Are you signed?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Who are you with?
I'm with Boyson Agency. They're like, they're an acting. They're a talent agency.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Out of Houston,
Yeah.
but sometimes I do find my own work on backstage.
Yeah. Okay. That's awesome.
So I have an agent, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more hustle and find my own work too.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. That's super cool.
So I guess you'll be seeing some ads of us coming up. That's fun. 7-Eleven is fun too. They have billboards and everything.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this one might have been just for their use, like internal use. I don't know if it's anything that exciting. I don't know if it'll be on a billboard, but but it was still cool.
But you still might see yourself, or someone might spot you.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you, Bella, for coming on and sharing your story.
Yes.
Bella,
thank you for
you're like
me.
inspiring. Thank you for keep going. Like you just, no matter the struggle, to always keep going.
Well, thank you so much. That means so much to me. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Guys, you can find On the Come Up podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Hope you have a happy new year.
Bye.